you're going to see some of those flakes flying. It is chilly out there, folks, and it's going to stay chilly throughout the day. We're sitting at 31 degrees out there right now in our metro area, and we're going to top out right around 32 or 33 for a high today. All right, let's check out the snow situation again. Not a lot coming down right now. We have that system, this Arctic system that dropped down from the north. It is moving down to the south. Just some remnants out there right now. That's why we're seeing those flakes flying, but not expecting too much in terms of accumulation. Here's how your day is shaping up today. So yeah, it is going to be a cold one, folks. 27 degrees by noon, but the snow and the clouds clearing out. We're going to actually see some sunshine as we head into the middle part of the day. We'll top out again, as I said, 32, 33 degrees, mostly cloudy. We have more clouds moving in overnight into tomorrow morning as we have another system dropping down from the north, bringing us another shot of snow tomorrow. We'll talk more about that coming up in just a bit, Steph.
Keely, thanks. For those of you heading out onto the roads, it was slushy snow on my way in, so just something to keep in mind. Maybe give a little extra time as you're on your way in. Cold temperatures already claimed a life in Multnomah County. The medical examiner confirmed a Portland resident died of hypothermia on Christmas Day. Pat Doris has a look at what we know about that case.
Even before the snow fell, even before the temperatures crashed, someone in the greater Portland area was outside, unable to help themselves, and died from the cold. It's exactly what Multnomah County leaders worried about as they opened emergency warming shelters, but with a twist. Much of their warning had focused on protecting the homeless, but the person who died December 25th had housing. Still, they were found outside. The county's health officer, Dr. Jennifer Vine, said last week those suffering outside from hypothermia may appear drunk.
It looks like confusion, clumsiness, slurred speech, and stumbling. And as the body gets colder, what starts as confusion and clumsiness progresses to passing out. So I want to emphasize the importance of not assuming someone is just intoxicated and needs to be left alone.
County Chair Deborah Kafori urged each of us to be on the lookout. It's still an appeal that is relevant.
Please, please make an effort to check on your neighbors throughout this cold snap. Knock on their door, make a call, or send a text. Let them know when you're going to the store. Ask how you can help. And if you think that you might need help, please do not be afraid to ask for it.
All 3 metro area counties have warming shelters open 24 hours right now. You can find a list on our website at kgw.com. You can also get information by calling the number 211. That was Pat Doris reporting. Developing this morning, a police search in Douglas County has ended with 2 arrests. The search started last night in the town of Drain, which is southwest of Cottage Grove. Deputies warned locals in the area to stay in their homes, shut their blinds, and lock their doors. There were also reports of shots fired. Police haven't released any other information about what happened, but we will update you when we learn more. Now let's get to 3 things to know about COVID right now. Number 1, Washington State broke new records when it comes to daily COVID cases. The health department just confirmed more positive cases were reported on Christmas Eve than on any other day in the pandemic. The state saw more than 6,200 cases reported that day. That surge is similar to what some other cities are seeing as the highly contagious Omicron variant spreads. Oregon started to see case numbers tick back up in the past few weeks as well. But as you can see from this graph, that shows daily case numbers. The state's not yet seeing much of an extreme spike as comparison to Washington. Number 2, some people looking right now to find out if they've contracted COVID or having a tough time getting a test. There were long lines at the Oregon Convention Center test site in Portland yesterday.
Yeah, it just doesn't really make sense what's going on. People who have appointments are still waiting, and we're probably upwards of 2 hours now. And now on one of the worst weather days we've had in a while, people are having to stand out here. I can't imagine somebody having actual symptoms, because that's, yeah.
Weather concerns caused OHSU to close its drive-through testing site at the Portland Expo Center all week. There are other testing sites that are still open. We have a link to those in this story, which you'll find on our website at kgw.com. And number 3, Oregon's biggest universities will require students to have their COVID booster for winter term. Oregon State announced the new requirement yesterday. Alma McCarty has more on the change and Oregon's race to get more people that extra dose.
The latest public health push, in addition to the standard COVID precautions, centers around booster shots. Over the last week, as more and more cases of the Omicron variant were discovered, experts I spoke with shared this advice.
The state has already looked to really increase the number of boosters. I think that's a great idea. The boosters certainly are going to help prevent the most severe disease.
If they haven't gotten their booster shots, we definitely want them to get their booster shots as well.
In terms of Omicron, what we know in terms of protection is it's going to take a booster to give you that same level of protection that you had a month or two ago with your 2 doses.
Oregon Governor Kate Brown set a goal of getting 1 million more people boosted by the end of January. Tuesday, the state reported another 845,000 still need to get the extra dose in order to meet that goal.
To date, we have over 1 million Oregonians have received a booster dose. So that's good news. But our goal is to get another 1 million Oregonians in the next several weeks. And we're trying to pull out all the stops, distribute vaccine to as many pharmacies and clinics as possible.
On Tuesday, Oregon State University joined the University of Oregon in planning for in-person instruction and mandating boosters. U of O announced the update to the vaccine requirement last week, ahead of the January 3rd start of winter term. OSU wants all eligible students and staff to go ahead and get the booster shot as soon as possible, along with a COVID-19 test.
Students and employees will provide proof of their vaccination status and their eligibility to receive a booster shot.
Portland State University will not require booster shots, but strongly encourages everyone to get them. Along with testing services, boosters will be available on campus. These kinds of rules do encourage at least some to go ahead and get the shot, according to researchers at the University of Oregon.
The mandates for vaccination have been very effective. While, it's not a complete game changer, we did see that 10% of the people that got vaccinated was because of the mandates in the state.
Changing gears now, we are out live at the Grotto in Northeast Portland this morning for the Festival of Lights. It is spectacular out there. This view comes courtesy of photographer Eric Patterson. If you would like to check it out in person, we do want to let you know time's running out. Tonight and tomorrow are the last nights. For the big finale, all the caroling quartets will come together at 9 p.m. on Thursday to close the event with a combined concert. For more information, visit thegrotto.org. Now let's go ahead and get to that all-important forecast, especially for folks who might want to go check that out. Definitely need to bundle up, right, Keely?
Oh, it is going to be a chilly day. Chilly out there. It's going to top out right around freezing for high temperatures here in the valley. We do have some light snow falling out there in some areas, just some light flurries, not expecting much in terms of accumulation, at least here on the valley floor. Let's take a look outside right now. We're sitting at 31 degrees. This is from our Rose City Sky Cam. And again, 31 right now will top out maybe 32, 33 degrees for highs today. Here's a look at temperatures around the area. We are at 33, so above freezing in Hillsborough, but below freeze, at or below freezing pretty much everywhere else. 32 in Beaverton, 32 in Scappoose, Forest Grove checking in at 34, so a little bit warmer there. Temperatures right around freezing out on the coast as well, though Florence 35, 37 in Bend, and out east of the Cascades we're looking at teens and 20s. Doppler radar again is showing just some remnants, not a lot. This is not very organized, just a few scattered snow showers out there right now, but you can clearly see one right over the metro area right now. So if you're heading outdoors, you're going to see some flakes flying, but again, not expecting too much in terms of accumulation associated with that. We have that system, Arctic air, dropping down from the north, but again, it's continuing to push down to the south. We'll see clearing skies by this afternoon. Do have some weather watches and warnings to talk about, mainly this winter weather advisories you see here in white for the Cascades, southwest Oregon and eastern Oregon. Due to the snow, we're going to see higher accumulations in those areas as well. But let's take a look at your 7-day forecast, because this is where we're going to see some more snow. So we're looking at mostly sunny skies today, topping out at 33. We're going to drop down to the low 20s overnight. Another system drops down from the north with the mixing with that cold air. We're going to see snow then transitioning to rain. We could see some freezing rain in the middle of that. So tomorrow's morning forecast could be a little bit tricky as we head into Friday. Snow, possible winter mix. Then we start to warm up as we head into the weekend. Partly sunny Saturday. We're back in the 40s as we head into next week. Steph?
All right, freezing rain, not fun. Thank you very much, Keely. Still ahead, we are teaming up with Santa for a little post-Christmas mission. See the mystery surrounding one wish list epic journey that's leading Mr. Claus to Portland. Also, on a more serious note, can viruses like the COVID Omicron variant target various specific people? We will verify that next.